Hello, and welcome back to Coding Bootcamp's Introduction to the Python Programming Language. Last time we looked at exceptions, and this time we are going to be using the string object. So let's get started by taking a look at the objectives of this video. We're going to be using ASCII and Unicode strings, manipulating them with the string methods like format, and taking a look at some escape sequences and how to print them with raw strings. In Python 3, all strings are sequences of Unicode characters. You can take a string and turn it into a sequence of bytes in a particular character encoding and vice versa. We can do that in a for loop, decode our lines as we read them, maybe if we have a Chinese email or something. And the cur function turns a character, given its ASCII value, will return a C. Cur99 returns C. And the ORD function is the opposite. If you give it a C, it'll tell you the ASCII 99. Strings are objects, like everything in Python's an object. If we assign a string to a variable, the variable contains a reference to a new string object we just created. So everything that you can do to a string reference, you can do on a string literal. We can say s.upper, or we can actually take the string and call .upper on the string, the literal. String objects support a lot of methods. As you can see here, s.capitalize, swap case, upper and lower we use a lot. You can find a string within a string. You can also do replace, search and replace. Replace this with that. And it's important to note that a string is immutable. So the string is not changed when we run these functions. It's not changing the string. What we see when if we type in the string and call s.capitalize, what we get back is a new object. S is not changed at all. Python's format method on the string object allows you to do variable substitutions and formatting. It lets you concatenate elements together within a string through positional formatting. Formatters work by putting in one or more placeholders, defined by a pair of curly braces, into a string and calling it the format method on the string. We can also assign the string with placeholders to a variable. So in this case, here's our string. This is the placeholder right here. This is not a dictionary. Inside of a string, it's a placeholder. So we call the format method on the string, and we give it enough arguments here to fill out all our placeholders. We make sure you have the right number here. Not too many, not too little. So after we run this, the format method will return back to us a new string object. Sammy has 5 balloons. So we can also, like we said, put this string with the placeholder in it, and then just call the format on our variable. We pass it our balloons. Sammy loves balloons. Now, if we want to look at Another way to do it, remember we talked about it earlier, the formatted strings that we got released to us in Python 3.6. We can say, for example, F strings. They're called F strings. So we can say F strings. We say Sammy loves balloons. Now for this to work, we're going to need to have a variable called balloons, because it's going to look in our local variables for something called balloons. So balloons equals, let's say, red balloons. Not so creative, but now we can see Sammy loves red balloons. All right. The backslash character is used to escape other characters in a string. So if we want to print a new line, we can do \n. But if we actually want to print a backslash character, or a quote character, for example, inside of a string, we can use a raw string. We also saw this in a previous session. So here are the basic escape sequences and what they do. So a backslash at the end of a line, as we saw, is what does what? It joins the lines together into a single logical line. So 2 backslashes will print out 1 backslash. You can backslash a quote if you're inside of quotes. Maybe we can look at these. Right, so we can say this is a single logical line, separated onto 2 physical lines, as we see. All right, so if we want to print a backslash, we can give it a double backslash. Right, we can, if we wanted to print a quote inside of here, we want to print a quote, we can backslash that quote so the string will not end there. We can say, hey, here's a quote. Now, what do you think is going to happen if I type this? Anything going to happen? Yes. Syntax error. Why is that? Because I forgot to escape this quote. All right. We can, same thing with double quotes. We can print a bell. Did you hear anything? I did not. We can print out a backspace. So let's say we can print out X backspace, X, Y. We can print out A, B, C. Let's just make it make sense. So our C gets written over with a backspace there. A form feed. Yeah. extra line there. Pretty much the same thing as a new line. I think line feed is Linux. And a carriage return \r\n is what Windows uses. Carriage return is from typewriters, which move the carriage all the way to the first position. You can print a horizontal tab. And a vertical tab. Let's see what that does here on the. Oh yeah, vertical tab. Interesting. Alright, if you want to create a string that contains backslashes and you don't want Python to try to interpret the backslashes as escape sequence, and you don't want to prefix them with a backslash, you can create a raw string. To create a raw string, specify an R character before the opening single quotes. We also saw this in a previous session. So this should be nothing new for people who've been following along. The assignment for this session is to write a Python program and use string functions, including the format function. Alright guys, so next time we are going to pick up with organizing our code. Alright, so that's it for this time. We will see you on the next one, guys. Thanks.